Thank you. As a researcher, I love data. The more data I can get, the happier I am. So I just want to mop it up. I am the Pac-Man when it comes to data. That probably dates me more than it does anybody else in here. But because I'm interested in health research, my data actually comes from you. From every time you see your GP, every time you see your hospital consultant. Now, doctors are brilliant. They really are, they're fantastic. And they write lots of things in the notes. And as a researcher, I've got to try and make sense of them. So I can come across a word such as Georgia. That's a nice common name, and I can look at it and I can pretty much guarantee it's either somebody or someplace. I know it's somebody called Georgia, or it's somebody who's been to Georgia, either in the US or in the East. But that's as much as I can tell. I need more information. And this is really what we're talking about is ambiguity. It's not explaining these words to me. Now, in addition to that, I also need to try and make some sense of the context. I could do that by reading lots of notes. And I can keep reading them and keep reading them, but eventually I'm going to get very tired, my eyes are going to get sore, and I'm going to get bored, and I'm going to miss things. So let me introduce you to my best friend, natural language processing. So it's a form of machine learning, it's a form of artificial intelligence. Everybody gets very scared about that. But what we're trying to do with natural language processing is get a machine to read those notes for me. It's got to be a good idea, hasn't it? Now, the problem with doctors is they love to write things in notes. They don't make much sense. So here's a very good one. I'll read it out. Social history reveals this 1-year-old patient does not smoke or drink and is presently unemployed. Factually, absolutely correct. How useful is it? Not very much. In addition to that, we've also got these fancy words that we use. And we can use a word, and I'm going to spell it for a very good reason, B-O-W. What does that actually mean? Is it the noise that a dog makes? Is it something that we're going to shoot with an arrow? Or is there something else going on? And this complexity of words is really complicated. Now, if we can use natural language processing to interpret that, it's going to be great. But it's complicated and it takes time. And it doesn't always succeed. But then again, neither do we. So, finally, here's a headline from a newspaper which says, police alert on stolen drugs. Most people are alert on stolen drugs. I'll leave you with that. Thank you very much.